Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at a pretty lengthy video, about 30 minutes here, using the team that I've been using for a couple of days now, Articuno, Gramble, and Swampert here. So going back to the Snarl Gramble here, Articuno has been magnificent. It just puts in work. All right, obviously it has to, look out for a few different types, and it can get walled potentially by, I don't know, Registeel, but you're still going to be able to lower the attack, right? And then go in there with something else and potentially just absorb the charge moves and figure out your situation from there. But I'm definitely going to say it's a very solid investment if you are on the fence. So don't take my word for it. Let's just go ahead and take a look at these videos here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the commentary. I think I'm going to actually have another video for you guys later today, so I'm going to be pumping those out since we did miss a day yesterday. And I also asked you on Twitter if you would like to see a compilation video of Athena as, since around I got her till now, to the present day, so you can see the progress, her growth, and just footage all around of Athena. I don't know if I'll put that up today, and I also don't know if I'm just going to make like a dedicated video for that. I don't know how the general public or audience of my channel would take that, right? But for the most part, it looks like a lot of you do want to actually see that. So, all right, sounds good. I'll probably put that together. Really excited for that. I haven't deleted any of the videos, so we're going to be looking great. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at these battles. Now, also, one more thing before we get into the commentary here. I know some of you are, just a couple of comments, but I have a feeling a few of you are thinking this. Not too interested in Ultra League anymore, but hey, it is what it is. Some people love it, some people don't like it. That's just the way it's going to be for all leagues. Unfortunately, we did have all that downtime, and now we're going to be stuck with Ultra League for just a little bit longer here until we do move on to the Master League. And more exciting, the Premier Cup, the band of legendaries and mythical Pokemon. So if you're still not aware, what's going to happen once we do move into the Master League is there's going to be two different cups. So there's going to be the Master League by itself, which standard rules, everything as you know, mythicals and legendaries allowed, max EP, all that good stuff. And then there's going to be another one where completely maxed out Pokemon, but this time the exclusion of legendaries and mythicals. So we're talking no Dialga, no Melmetal, no Groudon or Mewtwo's or anything like that. So it should be pretty fun. You have things at the top like Dragonite, Metagross. So pretty interesting stuff. I've been getting some best buddies up there so we can just put in some more work, including my Blaziken. I mean, Charizard might be a little bit of a better option, but I just love Blaziken, right? But I'm still working on my Charizard as well because, we got to get as many Pokemon to Best Buddy before Mega Evolutions do come out, because if that is the case, like we went over many times before, you're certainly going to want to be working on these Pokemon to get them to Best Buddies. I don't think if that is even one implication, that is going to be the only implication. I do believe maybe a Mega Bracelet plus Stone. Maybe you're going to have your Pokemon finally retrieve the Mega Stone, which could take forever because there is going to be a mix-up of other items. Just throwing out ideas. Who knows exactly how it is going to take place. Maybe it just might cost Stardust plus a certain amount of candies for the first time, and then afterwards it's just going to cost Stardust plus Best Buddy. We don't know. Also, work on your Kanto starters. I have a feeling that those might be the first ones that are going to be introduced. Now, if I'm wrong and that's not the case, and you're like, well, I got all these things to Best Buddy, that's not how it's going to work, and there's a whole new mechanic behind it. Well, I've warned you many times. At least you're going to be getting these Pokemon to Best Buddy. I don't recommend you start buying all these Poffins to do it as fast as you can. But if you have the cash to spare or the money that you've already thought of investing in the game, then go ahead and do so. Just want to give out that fair warning here because, I mean, it can add up, those Poffins every day, multiple Pokemon. So this is just speculation. It is not fact quite yet. We do not know how it's going to work. But anyways, let's go ahead and focus on these battles here. And like I said, Articuno is going to be magnificent. And think about the Galarian forms. Man, are they going to be something else? I do believe Articuno is going to be like, what, Psychic and Ice? Is that what its typing was going to be? I'm not too sure. So that basically makes it neutral to fighting. So kind of staying the same at how it is right now, while picking up a few weaknesses and also more resistances. But anyways, let's go ahead and now focus on these battles. Taking a hit by Swampert with the Hydro Cannon there. We're going to go ahead and go for Icy Wind, building up the energy a little bit past, so we are ready to go for whatever they do have back here. They're making their decision going in here with Muck, and there is why I farmed up a little bit. So we're going to be able to lower the attack on this thing, take it out. In comes the Charizard, and I'm pretty sure we won this. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what I do have in the back here. Hitting me with Dragon Claw. We're surviving, and we have, oh, it's loaded Swampert. Yeah, it's game, and we're going to be able to take the win here. So Articuno, very weak to Rock, and you know, a few other things. That's why I do have the Swampert here to kind of protect it. Melmetal is absolutely going to be a threat to this team here. One Gramble sure can hit it with close combat, but they're going to more than likely shield up. Rock Slide's going to be doing neutral damage, while Charm is actually going to be resisted, but we're not running Charm, we're running Snarl at this point, so we're going to be able to get to a close combat. Let's see how much this does. Are we going to be able to get this through, folks? Oh, okay. Very clean swap there, I must say. So we're going to be going into our Articuno and doing super effective damage with both our Quick Move and then the Icy Wind, taking out that Togekiss here, looking great. More than likely we're getting hit by a Rock Slide here, and they're taking us out, which is perfectly fine. We're going to be able to go in here with Swampert, and we're looking very good at this point. Now they're building up a lot of energy, usually an indication that they're going to be hitting back-to-back superpowers, and there is the first one. We're able to sneak our Hydro Cannon in here. But they swapped into the Kingdra. So this specific trainer, I have to say, your swapping skills to catch not very effective moves on other Pokemon is spot on. You hit it just beautifully. Catching the close combat with Togekiss, being both Fairy and Flying type, massively resisting it. Alright, that was a good move. Catching the Hydro Cannon with Kingdra, Dragon, and Water, again, massively resisting it. So yeah, they pulled out all the stops. They did everything they needed to do here, and I felt like, okay, that's all right. They're catching these charge moves really well, making me waste my energy, but I still feel like I'm gonna be able to win here. So let's see if I'm able to. So Swampert, I could have got off that Earthquake. Yeah, very questionable there. So going for it, finally take them out. They have that Kingdra in the back, and they're able to Dragon Breath us down. So well played, trainer. Very nice swaps there, catching those charge moves. Moving on to the next here, we're met with a Cresselia. So, I mean, yeah, this is okay. All right, we've seen it all before. The only thing that we don't want to happen is obviously the attack debuff, which is going to, you know, damper this specific situation for us. Cresselia is just way too OP, and there goes our attack. We got the debuff, so I'm sure they're smiling and said yes out loud. All right, and yeah, we bring them fairly low, but it doesn't really matter. Watch. So getting hit by Moonblast, doing a ton of damage. Gonna go for this Crunch here. They're gonna be able to get to another one. We're gonna either have to use 2 shields or just swap here. So what I was trying to do was catch this Moonblast, but I just decided to, you know what, let it go down. They hit me with the Grass Knot, so thank goodness I didn't throw in my Swampert. That would have been horrible. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to farm down. Unfortunately not. Now at this point I'm just thinking, please don't hit me with the debuff, and no debuff. Great. Bringing in the Snorlax here. So let's go ahead and lower that attack automatically, immediately. Swap into Swampert, so we're going to be taking reduced damage from anything the Snorlax is going to be throwing at us, while we're going to be able to spam it with the Hydro Cannon at a very fast rate here. So Lick is just going to town here, not doing much damage. Going to get hit by a Body Slam here, and reduce damage because the debuff with the Icy Wind on Articuno here. And that is the main reason you're using Articuno, is Icy Wind, period. All right. Do you need a secondary move? I will say you don't need it, all right? It will absolutely help your situations, like going up against a Poliwrath or any other thing that's going to be resisting ice. But honestly, it's very expensive, so if you can't afford it, just know that Icy Wind still can hold it down for you. As you can see here, that's the only move that I have, and I'm still able to pull off wins. That's mostly what you're going to be using, to be honest. Even in a bad situation, sometimes it might just be better to go for Icy Wind to lower their attack and just go back in there with another Pokemon, kind of forcing them to swap because they're not doing as much damage, or just simply taking reduced damage, enabling your Pokemon to beat them because of that situation. So going for another Icy Wind on that Swampert, and this is always a great matchup with Articuno here. hitting me with Hydro Cannon, taking me out. Going to be going in here with our own Swampert, and at the last second able to hit the Hydro Cannon, and we're going to be able to take the win with ours while time was up as well. So very good battle there. Moving it on to the next one. We're starting out with Gramble. For most of these battles, I think towards the end we might start with the lead with Articuno, maybe. Swapping into our own Articuno here. Not too sure what my play was, to be honest. They're hitting me with the Crunch, and we're going to just lower their attack. I think we just didn't want to stay in that battle because we had Snarl, and that's absolutely horrible to go up against a Gramble, especially with the charge moves. They're definitely going to be able to win that with their Charm versus our Snarl. They're swapping into Charizard, which isn't great. We're able to get off an Icy Wind. They did shield it up, hitting us with a Dragon Claw, taking us out, and now we can go in here with Swampert. Their attack has been dropped, so we're fine. They did make a swap here, so they are locked in at this point. So what we want to do is build up energy. We don't need to go for Hydro Cannon immediately. That would be a mistake. Since their attack has been dropped, we're going to take this opportunity to build up. They just made the swap there. The Charizard got away. That's perfectly fine. Gramble's taking that to the face, and that's okay. Going to be bringing in our own Gramble here. Since they did make a swap, they are locked into their Swampert right here. And we still have a shield left. Going for Crunch. Okay, that's fine. Maybe close combat because this is going to take us out. We might survive. Alright, not surviving. Going in here with our own Swampert. Hydro Cannon coming in hot. And we're going to have to shield this up. That would have taken us very low. Building up an excessive amount of energy so we can handle the Charizard. In comes Charizard, and we're going for the Hydro Cannon. Now I was like, oh, come on. Blast Burn, really? Already? Dragon Claw, survive. Hydro Cannon, let's go. And we're going to be able to take the win here. Awesome. Let's get it. Alrighty. So, loving this. And I'll say it, and I said it before, I'll say it again. Gramble is my #1 for Ultra League. I do have several Pokemon that I absolutely adore using, but Gramble, rank 1, it's just always so good for me. It can handle a multitude of different Pokemon. Going up against Registeels can handle those. If you get the close combat through, maybe, depends, or just do a lot of damage. Handles Cresselia to some degree, doing a lot of damage. Really handles Giratina and several other Pokemon. Now, if you're running Charm, I mean, that's a whole nother book, all right? And it is also very good. Which one do I recommend, Snarl or Charm? Really depends on your team. As we've seen in my last video, if you did not see that, going into battles with Licky, Swampert, and Gramble, I did switch it to Charm to protect the Licky from potential fighting type Pokemon. Because a lot of times when I do have the Gramble in the lead, and then say they have a Poliwrath or something that's weak to fighting, a fighting type or whatever, or Obstagoon, they immediately switch when they see that Gramble. They don't even check to see what quick move I do have. And it's nice because I'm thinking, well, if they would have stayed in this battle, if I had Snarl, I would have not been looking pretty good. They're going to be able to hit me with neutral moves, potentially like Rock Slide. Obstagoon doesn't really have much unless they do have Sludge or Gunk Shot, but the thing is, we're going to be able to get to close combat. That's going to one-shot Obstagoon, easy money. But all right, can you just tell us what's better, Snarl or Charm? And what I'm trying to get is there is no better one. I would say Charm is probably going to be a little bit better as far as the damage. It's not going to be charging as fast, but it's going to boil down to your team comp and what you feel comfortable and what you need protection for and all that stuff. On this specific team, we don't necessarily need anything that's going to need protection from fighting. Articuno doesn't take that much damage from fighting type Pokemon. It's going to be neutral. So yeah, there is that. And then Swampert can't necessarily handle the Giratina or the Cresselia, so I do go with the Snarl for this team here, right? So in the next match, we're met with a Giratina, fantastic lead. They're going right into the Registeel, and we're just going to swap right to our Swampert. I was going to say right to our Giratina. So we're in a very good position here. We're just going to see if we can get a shield out of them. Fantastic, that's great. And now we're going to go ahead and go for Earthquake. If they want to use 2 shields, by all means, be my guest, and they do. All right, that's great. So we're going to absolutely 100% let this go through, and I feel like I want to farm this thing down. Can we? Yes, we can. Now we're loaded on energy and we have a shield, and so do they. We're going to immediately go for this. If they want a shield, fine. If they don't, then it's going to be doing big damage. Then there's their last shield. We're going to be swapping into Articuno. They're going to be going right into that Swampert, and this is a very good situation for us. Going to shield up that first Hydro Cannon so we do take full damage. Once we do get off this Icy Wind, we're going to be reducing that damage. Looking great here. Quick moves aren't really doing anything to us because we are part flying. So let me see those Team Mystic guys. Your bird is being represented, and as a matter of fact is fantastic. A very good option for sure. All right, and I must say, between all of the birds, which one do I like the most? I've stated this before, and here's my opinion. I honestly like Zapdos the best because it had the coverage over the other Pokemon, right? You have Articuno, which is super effective to Zapdos, and then neutral to Moltres because of the fire typing. But then you have Zapdos, which is going to be super effective to both of them. And I always thought the design was awesome. Moltres is cool too. Articuno is awesome as well. I mean, they're all great personally. And I didn't pick Valor because of Moltres. I picked Valor because it more represents Team Rocket. If you haven't heard my storytime video. Actually, did I even do a storytime video? Yes, I did. How I got started with Pokemon. We were frothing with a friend of mine, my best friend, over at Hanshu, and that little froth course, if you know where that is, if you live here. And that's when I started playing. It was like the day it came out. He's like, download it, come on. I was like, God, this game looks like such a rip-off, such a knockoff, so cheap. Which that last statement still stands true because of what we've seen here. But I got hooked because of the gyms. I loved the gym aspect. So, yeah, that's why I picked Team Valor, because red is awesome. So anyways, we're up against the Swampert here. We know this is great. We have no more shields. We need to get this off as soon as possible so we can lower that attack. Now, do you want to just stack up energy beyond your first Icy Wind, or do you want to get it off immediately? It very depends on the situation you're in. But think about it. If you're sitting there charging up Icy Wind to two of them, I mean, what could be the point of that if you could lower their attack and take less damage? You know what I mean? Get them off as soon as possible. Make them kind of forced to be swapped, like switching their Pokemon because they're not really doing much damage. And there they go. They gave up that match there. Or you could hold on to the energy and try to farm down and have a ton of Icy Winds ready to go. Well, not a couple maybe if you had that much energy, and massively reduce the opponent's attack once that next Pokemon does enter in. So, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to drop this video in a couple of hours. Not this one, but another one after you're obviously seeing this, where I actually go 5-0, and I will be showing you the team that I did use to do that. Yes, my score has dropped, and the competition is not as difficult as around 2600 MMR, but no disrespect to anybody who's at a lower level. Because, well, I'm there. Should not have been testing out foolish teams. Triple Icy Wind, I mean, it seems like a good idea. It seemed fun. I just wanted to see what would happen. So, yeah, we're at a lower score now. It was like around 2200 when we did go 5-0. So we'll see that later today. So make sure you have notifications on and get ready to witness that. Anyways, up against a Swampert again. We absolutely love this matchup. Absolutely. Quick moves don't do much. Hydro Cannon is not doing as much as it usually would do to a lot of Pokemon. Usually it's like, you know, you get hit by a couple of those and it's game over for them, and it's just a bummer. Going up against Swampert can be such a pain in the butt because of its spamminess. It's able to take us out here, but that's fine. We have this Granbull in the back. We're able to go in here and throw a Crunch, barely able to. Not looking great. They do have 2 Pokemon left. We have a ton of health left on our Swampert though, so I mean, what's with me in saying ton right now? It's like I get stuck on one word for a video, and you'll probably frequently hear it. You're like, he doesn't really ever say that word too often in other videos, but in this one he does. It's just like that mindset. You start saying it once, and you continuously say it throughout the same video. So we're taking them out. In comes Swampert. We built up energy, and check it out. We're able to take out the Swampert, right? Right. All right, taking the win there. Looking great. Really close battle. GG's to everybody here. Moving it on to the next one. We're met with a Swampert. Now, I don't like this. I don't like this a little, any bit at all, right? So we're going to be swapping into Articuno and expecting to swamp. Please don't be Registeel. All right, Snorlax. That's fine. That works too. Okay, I'll take that. So lowering the attack here. Don't know if I want to use any shields. We're going to go ahead and let that body slam go through. Not doing very much damage. We're going to be able to get another Icy Wind. Now the Snorlax is locked in here, so we kind of want it to just take us out as soon as possible. Dropping the attack again, so they're going for it now. This is great. We're going to be able to go in here with, I do believe, Gramble. Is that what we want to do? The Swampert. Okay, so definitely can't farm this thing down. But what we can do, though, since it's not going to be doing much damage, then since the attack has been debuffed twice, is build up a bunch of energy. So we're going to be ready to go for whatever they do bring in after this thing. Don't think they're going to shield this up. That'd be absolutely pointless. 2 shields on both ends here. Going for the Earthquake. If we get a shield, great. If it goes through, even better. Fantastic. It goes through. Looking great here. We have Gramble in the back. Now, you're thinking, all right, well, there's Swampert back there. You still have to worry about that. This is true, but if I go into the Swampert battle with the Gramble with a bunch of energy, we'll be fine, I think. We'll see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go for Crunch here. And obviously, the attack has not been lowered. It's still just doing normal damage. Articuno is out for the count. And first Hydro Cannon shielding it up. All right, so going for another. Yeah, this is actually, no, I don't think. If I'm able to pull this off, then wow. It must have been bad shield usage on the opponent's end. No disrespect or anything, but I don't want to speak too soon. I don't really 100% remember this battle. Going for another Crunch here. All right, shielding it up. Swapping into... All right, going... questionable. So they swap back in. All right, letting it go. Oh, yeah, they have no more shields. Wow. Nope, we won. So like I've stated before, there's like 2 sets of me here. Don't mean to sound like I'm crazy or something. But basically, I have the in the zone Go Battle League me, who's like completely focused. And then I have the commentary me, which is going over it and just reviewing what we've seen here. I do edit the video and put it together, but I don't really focus really hard on the battles while I'm putting the video together. So I can give you the commentary kind of like fresh, seeing it fresh with you guys and kind of making the calls as I've never seen it before, right? Some of you are saying, oh, that's a little cringe. You should watch your battles and know exactly what's going to happen. Like, I guess, but at the same time, I mean, it's fun going into it with a bit of mystery. Some of them I remember and they stick with me. Some of them I just simply don't. Not that they weren't exciting battles. It's just there's so many that some battles just stick out to me more specific because I was like a very heated match and my heart was pounding and it just stayed in my memory. Anyways, we have Cresselia. They've used both shields. We're going in here with Articuno. We have 2 shields left. Should I shield this? No, we're going to let it go through. Absorbing that. And I think I wanted to swap. What's the play here? Oh, we want to build up energy. Okay. For whatever reasons here. Going into Swampert. No more shields. That's not great. Future Sight doing over half damage. Building up a ton of energy with the Swampert here. Almost taking that out. I want to farm this. Can we? Oh, it was getting a little too close. I didn't want to risk it. So we're just going to go ahead and go for that Hydro Cannon. Oh, snap. Oh, boy. Come on. Can we get to Earthquake? Is this a Focus Blast already? Please tell me it's not. Flash Cannon. They got too nervous. They didn't want to risk it, so they just wanted to do any damage. Perfect. We're going for Earthquake. Swapping into Articuno. Immediately going for the Icy Wind. Folks, this is going to be a close one here, but I'm pretty sure I won this. And getting to another one. Fantastic. And this is going to do it. And we're going to be able to take the win there. Very nice. We're going and kicking butt. Let's get it. All right, into the next match here. We have a few more battles. This is great. Dragon Breath, not very effective. Crunch, not very effective. They're going to have to get to their possible Hydro Pump. They have Outrage. Again, not very effective. So Gramble can be a pretty good counter to Gyarados. And Gyarados is also pretty squishy here. Granted, they don't have Hydro Pump, but a lot of people run that. It's probably what you want. Dragon Breath, Crunch, Hydro Pump. Expecting a Hydro Pump, that was way too long. It's a Crunch, they baited me, very nice. And now we're going to be going for another Crunch. Obviously, we're not going for no close combat, not very effective to that flying and water type. They're going to be shielding it up. We're going to swap into our Articuno here, and what we're going to do is just farm it down and have a ton of energy ready to go and lower the attack on whatever they do bring out. They're going for a Hydro Pump, doing big damage here, and they're bringing in their Registeel. At least we're going to be able to get off this Icy Wind maybe twice. Let's see if they decide to do that. They decide to throw their energy. They didn't want to farm us. I don't think Lock-On Farm would have been ideal there, but maybe just a little bit more energy. I think they wanted us to get out of there because they didn't want their Registeel's attack to be lowered even more so than it has been now. Swampert taking that Focus Blast fairly well after the attack debuff on the Registeel. So we're looking great. Going to be able to do a lot of damage and take them out because they are shieldless at this point. Bringing in their own Swampert. We're going to be going for Hydro Cannon here. And just continue on with the Swampert. We have one shield. I think we're going to shield this up. I do believe we'll shield this. Yep. Good call. All right. Going to be able to get... Oh, they made a swap. Oh, boy. Let's see how this is going to play out. Swapping into Gyarados to absorb that. Very nice. We're going to go right to our Gramble and say, okay, we can play that swap game. And they're going to get to that. Ooh. Oh, man. We almost didn't get off our energy there. That would have been horrible. So this is bad. All right. I think I lost because of that. Did you see that? If I would have went for close combat, I could have took the game here. But for some odd reason, I went for crunch. They were able to farm us down and then take us out with that Hydro Cannon. Well played. Misplay on our hand, and it happens. Into the next match, going up against Escavalier here. With Charm, this is a good situation. With Snarl, this is still a good situation because we're going to be able to get to a crunch, doing a lot of damage. You can even go for close combat, and that's going to be doing even more damage to it. It's not super effective, but it's still going to do a lot of damage. Bringing in the Apollyon, we're going to go right for that close combat. Let's see if we can get a shield out of them. No shield, doing a lot of damage. Folks, this is looking great. At this point, Gramble did its job. Thank you. You helped me out quite a bit. If there's something that's like a Giratina in the back, well, we have Articuno to handle that. So what we're going to do here is go in with Articuno and farm down. So now we have a bunch of energy ready to go to lower the attack of whatever they do bring in. And that's going to be a Muck. All right, stumbling over my words here. In comes the Alolan Muck, and, well, we got the attack debuff on them, of course. We're going to go ahead and shield this up just to preserve our health just a little bit longer. We want to lower that attack on the Muck because we did it once. We'll do it twice, but the thing's going to be able to spam us, and we're going to be able to handle this because of Drill Run's not very effective, as well as Mega Horn. Mega Horn can KO at this point. Oh, or not. Okay, sorry about that. I was wrong about the numbers there. We're able to survive, take them out. The Muck's lowered attack has been alleviated. It's gone. No more, because when you do swap, it's going to just go back to normal. Going in here with the Swampert and getting hit by a Dark Pulse, and we're going to be able to take this game here. Looking good. Swampert, put it in work. Articuno, Gramble, everybody plays their position. Some battles, some Pokemon do better than others, but it's a trifecta here. They all have to protect each other. So we're going up against Giratina. Absolutely love this, obviously, with Articuno. And here is that Articuno lead like we were talking about in the beginning. And just going to go for the Icy Wind. They want to stick this out, okay. Which made me lead to believe that they may have Ancient Power. Nope, Shadow Sneak. Maybe they just do not want to lose the swap advantage. So we're just going to, continue on here and let this go through, obviously. Because if they don't have Ancient Power for the first time, they probably don't have it. And that was a correct call. We did use a shield, but that's fine. They haven't used any. In comes Caesar. So what we can do after this, once they do take us out, is go in with our Swampert here. I have a feeling they're trying to farm us down, which is not great. But at the same time, we're able to get off 2 of those, as well as lower their attack twice. We're almost able to get to a 3rd one. Oh, we have Cresselia on the team this time around. Sorry about that. That's fine. Do believe this is our last battle anyways. So going up against Caesar, the Bullet Punch is not going to be very effective to us. With the debuff twice on the Caesar, we're looking pretty good. They still decide to not use any shields for some reason. What do they have in the back? A Swampert. So they're putting both of their shields and relying on that Swampert to put in the work here, which is perfectly fine. We've seen plays like this before. Let's see how it's going to work out for them. But honestly, we have Cresselia in the back. It's game over. Just being real. We have a shield left. It doesn't matter. We're going to be able to simply do a lot more damage. And if we get the attack debuff, it's just going to be even that much better. And, oh, no, we have another battle after this. So, going for the Moonblast. Future Sight. All right, making moves over here. We got that shield down. Now just go for the big hitting move. We don't necessarily need to gamble to see if we can make the attack drop. Let's just go for that Future Sight. Good call. And they do give up the match there. It's a good game. Thank you for that one. Moving it on to the final battle, folks. I do believe we've seen this battle here before, but I could be mistaken. So starting it off with Articuno, we have Swampert and Cresselia back there still. And this is a great matchup for us. Seems like they don't really want to give up that switch disadvantage. So they're just going to continue on here. Icy Wind is doing a lot of damage to it. So they're hitting us with Aerial Ace. So Ancient Power would be doing a lot. Obviously, Flamethrower would as well. So I didn't want to take the risks. And they're bringing in Swampert. Can we get to another one? Oh, so close. Are we going to use a shield? Yes, we do. We want to lower that attack on that Swampert here, because we could maybe get to another one. Or we're going to have to force them to use their energy here at this point. Can we? I don't think we can survive a Hydro Cannon just by one debuff. Oh, wait, we do. Are you kidding me? And getting off another one? Do you see why I use Articuno? This is it. Let's go. Articuno is amazing. All right, so we do have Swampert. We have no shields on the field for either side. We made an immediate swap. They went into the Cresselia as well, folks. This is going to be a close one here. Let's see what's going to happen. Our Swampert is very healthy. Theirs is very low, so I think it's going to be on leading towards me. But you never know. If we get the attack debuff from them twice, we can be in a very bad position here, although we can swap to clear that out. Hitting us with that Moonblast. No debuff on either end yet, if I'm not mistaken here. Going for another Moonblast. And no attack debuff. Okay, so we're just going to continue to truck on here. I think I didn't get one. I might have. Sorry, I may have missed that. So they're going into Swampert. Very nice swap here. This is going to take us out. Or not. Oh, we're so close. Swapping into our own Swampert here. And this is pretty much game. So basically, we're going to be able to farm up a little bit more. Perfect, and we're going to hit that Cresselia as soon as it comes back in. So thank you for watching, trainers. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Always appreciate your support, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.